Back at it again, and we've got to talk about Biden's recent visit to Mother Emanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina. I've got quite a few clips that I'm going to be showing you guys from his campaign speech, because it wasn't like, even though he was in a church, I'll just let you guys hear it, because it is absolutely wild. Including, I think he copied somebody's notes. Yeah. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you are new. And let's dive in.
Instead, he went to a black church and he played the only notes that he has in his repertoire. MAGA, bad.
They're trying to determine to erase history and your future. Banning books, denying your right to vote and have it counted,
denying your right to vote and have it counted. Last time I checked, Democrats are the only ones doing that. Taking what's the gentleman off the ballot? Crap. What's the Democrat that's trying to run against Joe Biden? I can't think of his name right now. Goodness gracious. I'm drawing a blank. And then, of course, giving RFK Jr., a crazy fight, which caused him to go independent. So the only people doing that are Democrats. But continue, Joe.
Books, denying your right to vote and have it counted, destroying diversity, equality, inclusion all across America, harboring hate and replacing hope with anger and resentment.
Yeah, wait, did he?
Replacing hope? What hope?
He just mentioned hope. Did you hear any hope in what he's had to offer? Except maybe there's hope for criminals. A lot of hope for migrants who want to cross the border, maybe. And does a man who celebrated the George Floyd uprising and whose DOJ does nothing to prosecute the pro-Hamas blockades? That's what we're looking for? Instead.
Excuse me. Let's continue on. Like I said, I've got quite a few clips, so we're gonna try to keep them rolling here.
I was talking downstairs. I've spent more time in the Bethel AME Church in Wilmington, Delaware, than I have than most people I know, black or white, have spent in that church. Because that's why I started No, I'm serious. I started a civil rights movement. I used to go to 7:30 Mass, then I'd go to 10 o'clock service with the Reverend who was then running the church, is now the bishop. She's a bishop, and I'm told your bishop had been there before in South Africa. That's where he is right now. The point is that I've been blessed to worship here before as well.
He spent more time. Okay, Joe. Okay. Does this look like a person that spent a lot of time in church? Does that look like someone who spent a lot of time in church? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Because to me, it looked like somebody was a little uncomfortable. I don't know. You tell me.
There's no path from this darkness.
If you really care about the lives lost here, then you should honor the lives lost and call for a ceasefire in Palestine. Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right.
There was also something else in that clip that we're gonna circle back to, in the words of Jen Psaki. We're gonna circle back to something else in that clip that I think most of you probably missed. Actually, I'm willing to bet that you missed it. Just stick around. We're gonna circle back to it because there's something else that I really want to point out. But I've got some other things I want to get to before then.
We have to ban assault weapons. I did it once before, and I'm going to come back again and do it. Ban high-capacity magazines. We have to pass a universal background checks. It doesn't violate the Second Amendment. It's common sense, and it saves lives. We have to ban.
Yeah. So your ears are not deceiving you. This guy used the church as a campaign rally. Yeah, I mean, let's continue, of course. Let's continue.
So a home owned by a black family on one side of a highway, built by the same builder on the other side of the highway, and a white guy living in it. The white guy's home is valued more than the black guy's. No, I know you know it. Okay.
Show me. Show me. Show me the instance of that happening, and I'll show you a check. Show me, Joe. Like, I bro, listen. If I had a home and a white person had a home on the opposite side of the street, we both basically have the exact same home, exact same square footage. It's just that person is white and I'm black, and my home appraises for, I don't know, we'll say $100,000 to make it easy, and theirs appraises for $150,000, and our homes are exactly the same. Then I got a check coming. So, Joe, again, show me the instance of that happening, and I'll show you a check. Because somebody's getting sued. It's against the law. Goodness gracious. The race baiting, man.
I know you know it. But guess what? That's how you build generational wealth.
Okay, Joe. Okay. But, you know, also I found this clip really interesting that I came across, and I think you guys are really going to like this one too, considering the recent situation with Miss Claudine, the lady at Harvard. You guys remember her, you know, she recently stepped down. You remember what she was accused of? Yeah. Well, check out Joe at the church.
Nobody told me the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me. I don't feel no ways tired.
Yep. Whoever is writing their speeches, they might want to get some new folks. We live in the day and age of the internet, right? Where everything lives on. So if you're going to copy someone and what they say or already said at the same type of venue, mind you, because Hillary, if I remember correctly, was at a church when she brought that up, when she said that. You might want to say something different. I'm just saying. Now, back to what I wanted to touch on earlier that I said when I said I'm sure a lot of you guys missed this. I'm going to put an image up on the screen here. Actually, let me see if I can. Oh, crap. I'm trying to do it without showing. Here we go. Yeah, we'll show it that way. Now, what do you guys notice about this image? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know. What do you guys notice about this image here? What's the name of this church? WME. Oh, crap. Hold on. Let me pull up the name of this church real quick. What's the name of this church? Goodness gracious. Oh, excuse me. Not WME. Mother Emanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina. This is a black church that he's attending, obviously. Of course, he's not going to attend any other church because, gotta pander, right? So the black church of Mother Emanuel AME in Charleston, South Carolina. You guys tell me, what do you notice in this image? You figured it out yet? Have you figured it out yet? What's going on in this image? Can you tell me? Can you tell me? All right, I'll tell you now. If any of you have ever attended a black church, when's the last time you saw this many white people in it? Yeah, exactly. And I listen, I'm not being racist. I'm just saying. I'm stating the fact. Anybody that's ever gone to a black church knows what I'm talking about. Knows exactly what I'm talking about. I've gone to several, obviously, because I am black. I know Joe Biden would say that I'm not because of who I choose to support. But believe it or not, I am black. So I have attended my fair share of black churches, and anybody else that has knows you aren't going to see this many white people in a black church. That ain't happening. I'm just saying. I mean, look up top. Yeah. And then you look down below. Now, granted, there are black people here, of course. It is a black church. But what's up with all these white folks here? Seems a little staged. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Y'all tell me. But I do want to play this clip from The Rising because this lady here calls out Joe Biden in spectacular fashion. I'm going to let her take it away.
The nerve of Joe Biden to appear at a black church after he has reneged on the promises that he made to the black community when he ran for president in 2020. He has some gall, but we can't be mistaken. Jim Clyburn is sitting there right next to Joe Biden, almost as a sidekick, so to speak. And Jim Clyburn bears the responsibility of some of this as well, because he was the one that told his constituents to support Joe Biden in 2020 because Joe Biden was going to deliver for the African-American community. I actually graduated from the University of South Carolina, but I didn't grow up in South Carolina. So I never really understood the admiration for someone like Jim Clyburn. People would say to me, it's because he hosts a fish fry. You can fry your own fish. This just goes to show you how little we are willing to settle for in the black community. We need to start asking these leaders, some of the black leaders, what are they doing for the community today? And Jim Clyburn is not doing much for the community today. His district is one of the poorest districts in the country. Meanwhile, Jim is living just fine. So I think people like him have led us down this path. They've had us continue on the same path that we've been doing for the past couple decades, which is why we haven't received any type of progress when it comes to politics in this country. Now, in reference to Simone Sanders, we have to remember Simone Sanders was Joe Biden's senior advisor when he was running for president for 2020. She was hoping that she would get that press secretary gig. That didn't pan out for her. He gave that to Jen Psaki instead. And it almost seems like they gave her an MSNBC position kind of to just quiet her for so much of a bit. But this is Simone Sanders' job. She is still supposed to carry weight for the Democratic Party, to carry weight for Joe Biden, to defend him at all costs. And when she makes this statement that she's more concerned about the protesters that confronted Joe Biden, I'm more concerned about genocide, Simone. I'm more concerned about our tax dollars being spent to fund these wars abroad. I'm more concerned about the fact that the Democratic Party, till this day, refuses to give any type of real concessions to the African American community. Those are the things that Simone Sanders should be upset about, but she's not. She's trying to make sure she holds her spot at MSNBC.
Couldn't have said it any better myself.
The nerve of Joe Biden.
Hold on. You already said what you needed to say, girl. No, just leave it at that. Just leave it at that. Couldn't have said it any better myself. What a shame. What a shame. This man goes to church and delivers a campaign speech. You're supposed to be praising the Lord in church, not trying to bolster your own political career, not trying to attend church for your own political gain. You go to church to praise the Lord. And that's what you go to church to do. And then you allegedly stage it. I'm just asking, folks. Anybody that's ever attended a black church, y'all tell me, when's the last time you saw that many white people in a black church? Just let me know. Let me know. I ain't never seen it. You might see like one, maybe two, white families. Mom, dad, couple of kids. Maybe one or two. And that's it. And that's pushing it. Right? That's pushing it. You know what I'm saying? So, listen. Man. How far will they go to try to win? It's sad, isn't it? It's real sad. They will go so far as to disrespect a church to try to gain political points. I'm going to let God handle that one. Yep. I ain't got nothing else to say about it. Y'all let me know what you thought about all this in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.